hope you all had an amazing weekend. And if you didn't, I'm sending you the hugest hug in the world. Sorry to hear that. But for those of you who did, I'm also trying to get you to pass some of that love and encouragement along in the group chat. Also, regardless of what happened this weekend, it's behind us and it's time for us to get ready for the week ahead. So here we go for our coffee meet. Try to get the camera as best to my liking as possible, but this is going to be that. So this morning I told y'all I like to shuffle before camera because it takes quite some time. I did this for about an hour, but today was different. I had a playlist going, and it wasn't one that I tried to design. It just seemed like all the music was flowing. There was everything from some contemporary gospel to some real smooth, sexy stuff, but it made me feel very full, very whole this week coming up. The other things that I have for you all, the letter T has been popping up. That could be the number 2, the number 12. Touch, I wanted to touch each card this morning while I shuffled. Transformation, there was a lot of scorpionic energy, so you might want to see where you have Pluto in your chart, because there was a lot of scorpionic energy that I was picking up. I would also think that the signs, or the energies of Scorpio, Taurus, Mars, and Libra could highly be charged. I also heard Capricorn, but I feel like Capricorn is more of a time and location indicator. Remember, on the Vedic timeline. So this is Western astrology for those of you who don't know. I know a lot of people have been getting sick. I know it's the season, but what was interesting to me is I picked up that most of the people who were getting sick had Aries and Cancer in their chart and one of their top big 3. So I was hearing the letters T, the letters P, which is Pluto, peace, Pisces, and then C, Capricorn for sure, but also vitamin C and cardio. Chiron, people who have Chiron activated in their chart right now could also be the ones getting sick. I heard intuitively that this is your soul purging. So if there's some type of people getting sick out of nowhere, or they've been coming down with a bug for quite some time, I feel like this is something spiritual that they're fighting off, that is kind of like being purged from out of them. Altogether, that's what I have. The other thing was, today they had me, when I was doing all this shuffling, they had me put the signs face down. So I will have to see what the sign is and the energy is when I see it. Also, instead of coffee today, I know it's a coffee meet because it's early this morning, but I have water. So that P again, that purge energy, the health and hibernation, that's what we're supposed to be in from Scorpio to Capricorn season. It seems like that is really picking up. So we could be climaxing right now, because again, I see a lot of people getting sick around me. I see a lot of people going back and forth transiting. I work in transportation. When I do Uber sometimes, and when I do Uber, I notice most of the people are going to the airport or the hospital. I live downtown. It's highly lucrative. It's super easy, but also it's easy for me to see what people are doing, because I work for myself, so I don't get to see people besides going to the grocery store or when I do Uber. And then I'm very interested in what people are going through and what they have going on. And one of the things that I see is people are highly transit, another T word. So they're either going like from the train station to the airport, from the airport to a rental car place. Like, it's very transit, but they're getting transportation to another form of transportation. That could be a thing right now. So you may be on your next way to you may be in transit to your next vehicle. You could be getting an upgrade with your spiritual body, which will make sense now that we talk about that health and hibernation. There could be the reason that we need to be focusing on our health, our own peace, our own sanity, is because our body is upgrading to transit us to our next level. The other thing was going to the hospital a lot. Not sure what's wrong, just know they don't feel well. They look fine when they get in the car. They don't sound like anything. They talk just fine. And then they say, well, now I know there are some hypochondriacs out here who just like to go take advantage of, that. But I'm going to say this. I don't think people will be paying the amount that they're paying for a ride to the hospital for nothing. So I think people are actually concerned with, I'm not myself right now. And I do believe that's because these are energies that are not taking advantage of this season that we're in with the health and hibernation. Anyways, I promise you all an energetic forecast. So let's get going. But again, don't forget, before we even get started, I'm sure we'll hear more about the letter T, the letter P, the letter C. Transit has already been a big thing. Health and hibernation is already a big thing. Cardio, vitamin C. And then I know this sounds extremely weird. I do not know this person at all. I'm not a fan, particularly necessarily, though I always respect some high work ethic. Good morning. But my prayers to Chris Brown, who happens to be a Taurus. I don't think anything has happened to him or anything. It's just the fact that he popped up in the channel message, Chris Brown. No, that's weird. I'm not trying to be weird. I'm not trying to do a, prediction or anything. But of all the T's, Chris Brown also came out. So I don't know what he's going through, but energetically, I'm definitely picking up on he needs some prayers. So we'll do that. I know a lot of people do, but I feel like I talked about this before in Aquarius' energy. The star fame energy, a lot of celebrities represent the archetype of the masses. So I don't know if it's Taurus energy that needs a hug, or if it's just people who are in this Chris Brown archetype that are going through some type of relative need for prayer. But let's get started. Y'all know, don't want to be too long. Just want to give you a forecast for the week that's coming up. You have to listen for energy. Energy could be on people, places, things, circumstances, and situations. The energy has been dancing together so long that sometimes there's energy combinations where they have intermingled and mixed. You have to be not even smart enough, just wise enough to listen to what's going on and say, okay, I know what this is right here. If you do not, that's what personals are for, but don't get to judging people based on the sign, okay? Remember? So we're starting out with Pisces. Interesting, because we talked about the letters T, P, and C. Pisces is first out here. Neptune, which is the planet that gives us this Pisces energy, just went direct on December 6th. Heavy energy, the flame here, so you could have some igniting energy. This is like the Ace of Wands. So this Piscean energy can also rule your dreams. So because this planet just went direct, wherever this energy is vibing, you may feel inspired to do something. This is also giving me the energy of speaking up. Maybe you've been in the dark for a long time and you're finally coming out and voicing your opinion on something. Or you're the one in the group who is finally saying something. Maybe you've been the one that goes along to get along. I used that term before. I think with Leo energy, this is a fire energy. It's the flame. So maybe you have been going along to get along with a fire sign in general, and you're deciding now that you want to speak up here. We have the Emperor here, Aries energy here. That is definitely a taking control energy. It's also new resources, a new position, new employment here. This is also giving first house energy with this Ace of Wands. So it's like you're newly promoted, you're newly in charge. Jack in the Box gives me Scorpionic. Tower energy, another T. But this could be unexpected out of nowhere. And then this deck in general with the 33 on here is very significant. That's a magical number. Some of you could be 33, or you could be going through crucifixion energy. When I think about 33 and I think about the Jesus archetype, regardless of your nationality, it speaks to crucifixion, it speaks to sacrifice, it speaks to taking the L for everybody else. And as you see here, this is the gathering here. I feel also there's some peer pressure out here. Intuitively, I'm channeling peer pressure. I'm also channeling that if somebody doesn't say something, everybody is going to be suffering for something. There's a need for someone to take the lead out here. There's a need for someone to speak up and be the leader, take charge. I feel like this is a group, a team, a concept. Maybe it's newly formed that doesn't have any direction. That's what's going on now with this Piscean energy. Why Pisces though? No shade. I'm just asking. Because this energy is that normally very fluid. There's an upgrade here. Simple as that. Pisces came out with the High Priestess here with the World. This is fixed energy. So more of that Scorpio, which I was picking up that Pluto influence. So Scorpio, Taurus, who else is fixed? Capricorn. No. Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, and Leo. So those could be energies that are going to come up later on. But this is a final decision. Somebody is finally saying, I'll do it. And again, there's this energy with this Jack in the Box out here and this Knight of Wands. This is fast. This is fast. This is an I'll do it type energy. wherever you have this in your chart. So I'm gonna give you a couple examples so that we can move on to the next energy. An example of this energy would be, for instance, if you have a team project coming up, no one's volunteered, you know, the corporate office has said, hey, we need the Christmas tree to be hung up, and no one's volunteered to do it. Finally, as of now, this Piscean energy is stepping up saying, I'll do it, I'll decorate it. If this is a parent here and we need one of the parents to sign off on a permission slip or to sign up on the pickup drop-off list or take a child, like there has to be a decision, this Piscean energy is finally stepping up out here if it's a parental figure. If this is a friendship where, again, that going along to get along Leo energy I was just talking about, and there has been some like underlying issues and everybody knows it, and people are starting to say, why don't you just say something? Why don't you just say something? I feel like both parties have been hearing this, and now it's time for someone to finally say something. It's going to be the person in the Piscean energy. On the low vibration side, because I read energy which has duality, if this is some people who have gotten picked up for some type of crime, there's a secret out here. There could be an energy of asking who is the ringleader out here. Somebody who was afraid to speak up is now freaking speaking up. Good morning, Amber. Shouts out to you. Thank you for coming in every morning on Mondays. I love you. You deserve that. I owed it to you. So this Jack in the Box energy. So here we go. Somebody is now being given a plea, and it looks like this Piscean energy is taking it. Now, this plea could be something good or bad, but it is something where everybody's kind of rooting for someone to do something, and this Piscean energy is stepping up. So we got Pisces out the way. Moving forward. Wow. Leo energy, which kept on being mentioned over here in that Piscean energy here. Wow. Guys, the Hangman is in this Leo energy. Mind you, I do all these cards face down. I take my time, but this morning Spirit wanted me to touch each card. So I literally shuffled, and then each card, I literally went through the deck and did this to each deck. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. Now, I was listening to music and I was jamming this morning, so time went by, but it took about an hour. So the interesting thing is, we just talked about in this Piscean energy where someone has to step up and do something. Windshield wipers is out here. This Leo energy is highly in distress about something here. There's a fear over here with the venom of some toxicity here. Some toxic behavior, something negative. There's some form of karma that is coming around that this person, thank you, Amber, that is coming out, that this person is just like, oh my goodness, here with self-reliance here. I just heard 2 of us can keep a secret. 3 of us can keep a secret if 2 of us is dead. Like, there's something this Leo energy regrets not doing alone is what I'm picking up. And this is the Hangman having a change of perspective, but also highly over here with the Piscean energy, which we just completed. These will be timestamps. So if you are watching this, Leo, please go back and check the Piscean energy. Now, with the Piscean energy and the Leo energy being out here, I do feel like with the energy forecast, whatever was done, Leo was the ringleader. This is Leo's plot, Leo's ploy. Not surprised. Leo is the sun. It is the brightest star in our sky. And that is what this is. Whoever was leading this path, whoever was in charge here, it wasn't something very positive to be in charge of here. So again, this Piscean energy has been deployed with basically cleanup. And it's like, who's going to do the cleaning up? Who's going to speak up? Who's going to set the record straight? Pisces energy spoke up. It looks like they're speaking out against this Leo energy. Remember, just because you know a person's birthday doesn't mean that you know their chart. You don't know how they get down in other houses. We don't know how people get down inside their houses. That was a message in itself, okay? So just keep an open ear, an open heart, an open third eye, and you'll be able to pick up. There are plenty of people that we find out have double lives, and this is one of those situations here. 17 with the self-reliance out here is telling me that this Leo energy, the opposite of Leo is Aquarius. I do see Aquarius out here with this number 17, and it basically says, look, and 17 breaks down to an 8. Leo energy, it basically says that I should have did this by myself. I should have done this by myself, and then I wouldn't be in fear right now of someone knowing what all was going on. But it's also giving me the energy of like with that Aquarius energy, just letting the fame get to their head. I'm hearing Doja Cat paint the town red. And I think she's a Scorpio. That's the end of this red painting over here. But wanting to be looked up to, wanting to be in charge, that sun energy here. But with the venom out here, it's something that has bit them in the butt. Anything else that I can say about this energy, Spirit? Anything else you want me to say? Empress energy out here, and then you have the Queen of Wands. There is some form of wanting to be seen as abundant, beautiful, and also waited on. Whether you are a male or female, this is the energy of somebody wanting to be fawned over. I'm not picking up good energy from this with the Nine of Pentacles and the Lovers with the Ace of Pentacles. I got hoes. That's what I'm hearing in different area codes here. Look, King of Pentacles. Do what you want when you popping. So I don't know, Leo energy. I don't know if this is the energy where someone wanted to be celebrated to the point where they did something very illegitimate or scammy or illegal or just immoral that is going to make them look bad later. It definitely wasn't a good job, because this energy wouldn't feel this way. Remember, this is energy. So if you're not in this energy, you could be a victim of this energy. But also through this week, if you recognize this energy, now you know why it occurred and what's going on with it and how you want to move. Someone come knocking on your door asking for help, and you like, what's going on? And you know that they've been known to dabble into things that they ain't got no business. You are now tasked with, am I going to open the door and risk involving myself? Am I going to leave them outside? Who knows what's going to happen to them? Like, am I going to close the door and call the police? And then, you know, I did my part. Like, this is something that we all deal with on a day-to-day basis. The energy is just like a weather report to help you to know what's going on and to help you make those decisions better for your highest and best good. Let's see who we have here. Capricorn. Capricorn is out here. Capricorn was one of those time indicators. Remember that the signs, I actually wrote a note on this. I wasn't going to share it, but it says the real T is the ability to connect to the energy of the planets. The planet's residue is what we're picking up with the energy. Because the planets have been dancing together for so long, you may encounter combinations of these energies, which will take skill and practice to identify. That's why you get a personal. That's why you get a personal. Because you got to know what you're looking at. But the planets are actually giving off that energy. The planets are personified in the signs. That's what the personalities of the planets are, basically the zodiac. But if you really want to get deep with it, you really want to study the planets. Now, astrology and astronomy are different because of the whole fact versus intuition. But you as an intuitive, you'll know how to use them together. That's what makes a true intuitive. But I don't know why that came out with this Capricorn energy. I don't know if Capricorn, if you're going through an upgrade, I have not flipped your cards over yet, but I do see this peacock. So this is a very prideful energy, the letter P, which again, watch the intro. It'll be timestamped as well for the collective messages, but the letter P was a big one that was out here. You have the natal, that is death and transformation, more Pluto, more scorpionic energy, which is either in Capricorn or it was for quite some time. I think up to 30 years. Casting circles, boundaries here. This is a major ending. Anytime you have the natos with the boundaries out here, and I'm looking at this web here, somebody, I'm boxed in. I was boxed in, now I'm boxed out. Boxed out. I was boxed in, aka I was cornered, another C word, now I'm boxed out. This is a boxing position, which again talks about these boundaries. And then you have the Five of Swords. Well, I'll be damned. Now, the interesting thing about this deck of cards, first of all, this deck of cards, the dog deck, originally belonged to my daughter, who is a Scorpio. This was her first deck that she picked out when we went shopping together, and she was about 9. She's 13 now. The other thing, that's why sometimes you'll see cards bit up, ripped, but we still have them. But the other thing about this deck is, you see this back here? This is the moon. There's actually the moon card is this dog, and the moon represents intuition. It's also in a new moon in Sagittarius. So there is some type of battle, I feel like, going on up here. I feel like Capricorn energy is taking a stance. That's what this is. Now, there's an Ace of Wands in his mouth. He's protecting the Three of Wands, some type of disappointment. And then over here, there's another truth that has been abandoned. Have I ever looked at it that way? No, I haven't. But again, that's what we do. We channel it. It's just coming out. So there is something that someone is choosing. There's only this is a half truth. Two of Swords here, two different truths. Somebody wants to be accountable for one piece and not the other because they're trying to protect their heart here with this Three of Swords. Trying to avoid a tower, the Natos energy, Scorpionic energy out here. Pride is the devil. I think it got a hold on me. That's something else I'm hearing here. This is also 37. That's a 10. Someone could be 37. That also gives me the energy of someone who has outgrown their familial archetype is something that I'm hearing with this Capricorn energy. Someone has made it to that age where they feel like, I'm my own person, basically. And they're putting up boundaries here. This could even be, again, energy. People, places, things, circumstances. If this is a job position, this is like, I've outgrown the position, so you no longer can dictate me, because I'll walk out of here and get another job just like this. If this is a friendship, it's like, look, we bonded in high school, we 37 years old, or whatever, it's an example, and I no longer really need this security in this friendship for who I've grown into. But this is also giving me the energy of you having to say what you mean and mean what you say. And there is going to be a line drawn here with this boundary energy out here. There's going to be a line drawn, because this is giving me the energy of like, we don't talk about Bruno. So if you talk about Bruno with this pride energy out here, you see he got that nose on him too. It gives me like a clown nose. It's giving like a group of people trying to basically brainwash is something else I'm hearing. Brainwash, or what's popular is not always right. What's right is not always popular is something else I'm seeing out here. Capricorn, look like you may have to decide where you stand on something, because claiming something, acknowledging something, or speaking your truth could cause you to lose out on a certain group or opportunity. Spirit, what's your advice to Capricorn energy? Speak from your heart. Speak from your heart. It's time for this to be spoken about anyway. Ain't nobody else telling the truth. Woo, y'all, I'm getting hot. So this Knight of Pentacles talks about you speaking facts, speaking something solid, having some type of evidence, but it also talks about time. So I'm feeling like this observation energy here, which is why the Queen of Swords is out here. Libra energy, justice energy out here. This is also an entity, a corporation. This could be a background check. This could be a test result that came in. This could be surveillance with this Queen of Swords. I'm picking up some type of, these two together give me evidence, hard evidence here. And then you have the Seven of Pentacles. Another time indicator. These two together is 8 Pentacles. Something has been perfected. Something has been worked on to the point where you know what you're talking about. You know what you're doing. And you're not about to let a group. This is the Three of Cups, which could be a water energy, but it also is indicative of a group which is ruled by the 11th house, which is Aquarius. So that tells me that, look at that Aquarius energy out here. Technology, innovation here. You're not afraid to speak out against a group, because they doing some things that is old, washed up. It's time to reform here. So they're telling you to make this offer from your heart. Don't let nobody offer you anything from a Knight here. So this is like, oh, well, if you don't say nothing, we'll give you a raise. Oh, if you don't say nothing, then I just heard Chris Brown again. You know, like you're being asked to be quiet about something that you have every right to speak on at this point. And Capricorn energy, I'm not here to tell you what to do or what not to say or what not to do, but wherever you have this in your chart, I'm seeing that you have plenty of room to speak. You're definitely holding that authority here. And if anyone's going to take the charge, it's going to be you, and it's going to be now. So you're going to be the decider here. But what I am seeing with this, I was boxed out, now I'm boxed in. It's very much giving outcast energy wherever you have Capricorn in your chart. So you just gonna have to take it for what it is. But you have readings. If you go and scroll, you'll see, just scroll the titles. You have a reading that says you were outcasted and exiled, and now you're free. Aries also had an energy just said, exile from the group. Yay. So this isn't even something that you want to be a part of when everybody is out here trying to basically convince you to only speak half of a truth. This truth is in his mouth. But look at the moon back there. There's secrets back there. Someone is trying to protect something, willing to be defensive, combative, willing to exile you to protect their own secret, their own self, their own sense of self. That's what I have for you out here, Capricorn. I mean, come on. There's a lot of educational components anytime I'm talking to Capricorn too. So I do feel like you're meant to be the leader. Capricorns are supposed to be the rulers of the zodiac, the leaders of the zodiac, however you want to say it. Wherever you have this in your chart, you probably take charge. If you have this in your home sector, you're probably the one at the house. You might be quiet everywhere else, but when you get home, you might have this in your workhouse. So you might be mild, meek, domesticated at home, but you get to work and you a beast. You have to know where this is. And that's where the natal chart comes in. But whatever's going on, once you cross that line, you got to stay there. That's what this is. Capricorn, you're not scared. I don't see that. I don't see you being scared. I just see that you realize you have a battle on your hands, okay? Gemini is next. Geminian energy. I just also heard Jiminy Cricket, and I just thought about Pinocchio. This will be timestamped, so make sure y'all watch the intro where I give you all of the general energy because it shows up over and over. There's another P word, Pinocchio. P was one of the letters I told you to look out for. You got chair here with binding here, 7 of Pentacles in reverse, and the thread here. Gemini, you about to take a sit down wherever you have this in your chart. This could be a good or bad thing. I'm picking up retirement energy. I'm picking up also where you kind of on PTO, another P word. You also could just have time off, another T word. The letters you all were P, T, and C. That's out here, but with the 7 of Pentacles in reverse, you could be collecting some form of pension at this point because the 7 of Pentacles in reverse is the 6 of Pentacles, which talks about reciprocation and giving and receiving. You could have something that you had to give to receive. So going back to what I always say, energy, vibes, and duality of highs and lows. On the bright side of this energy, I'm picking up on someone who has earned their opportunity to sit down and finally take a break. You could be off for the holidays now with this binding energy. If you get to sit down, you have something that comes with it. You're still going to get your money because the binding is out here with the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. So you don't have to put any more time in. You're still going to be receiving back and forth with the thread out here. This is giving me the energy of something being very delicate though. You know, I just heard Social Security as well. So maybe you hurt yourself, or again, you're using a benefit. Make sure that you're following all the guidelines and policies, because on a great note, you're getting something. But if you're a senior and you want to go back to work, for instance, you have to be careful with the policies of the state or they'll take it back. But for right now, wherever you have Gemini in your chart, you're doing really good. It's time for you to sit back and kick back. Now, on the low vibrational side of this energy, somebody could have to sit down because they have to go to jail. They could have to serve some time before they can be released. You give the system some time, they'll give you some freedom. I'm seeing that out here too with the thread though. This is giving me contingencies. That's what I'm picking up. On the high or the low vibration, there are contingencies that are associated, meaning that you could literally just be waiting on a court date and not have bond. So you're sitting down and you're exchanging time for freedom, but it is a contingency to what? The court date. If this is Social Security, you're sitting down and you're receiving, but it's on the contingency that you do X, Y, Z. You be this old and you don't do this. And if you work, you only work this many hours. And you submit this paperwork and renew this time. So there's some contingencies that's out here wherever I have Geminian energy. But there is something that you are in the process of getting. So this could, again, be processing an application, whatever. It's time to sit down. This was short, quick. I don't sit in energy and try to stretch it out and be fair. The energy is never fair. Depending on where the planets are moving, there's bigger planets, there's smaller planets. There's heat over in some areas, and then there's not. For me, when I don't see a lot of action, I'm happy. This means this is one part of my chart I don't have to worry about. So wherever you have Gemini in your chart, unless you are in doing an application for something, you have the number 16 out here, which reduces to a 7. So that would be 7-7. This just talks about sitting still. God rested on the 7th day in biblical history. I have to say that because I feel like there's a lot of different people that are exploring. And I want you to know you don't have to pick anything. Yeah, this is, look, 10 of Swords here with the Queen of Swords. This is giving that you're waiting on an institution. You've been working for however long and you finally earned the right to sit down or get a benefit. You deserve that. But look at all the time you put in. It wasn't easy. It wasn't hard, but you finally get your way out. That says exit. And then you have this institution here. This could be a job. This could be a place here. And then you got the Lovers out here, Geminian energy. This is all I have for you. What this means, to what extent, will vary based on the person. So all I can say is, you know, you could get a personal. Be wary. I don't know why I'm saying this to you. If you're cross-watching for Geminian energy, or you just heard this scenario and was like, oh, that sounds like my cousin and them. Be wary of getting readings on other people. I find often that when y'all do that, what happens is you try to change a person who's not ready to accept this energy for themselves. So you may be getting an energy forecast, so you know what's going on, but trying to convince other people who haven't made that commitment to themselves to open their heart and their mind, They not finna hear none of that. So now you just around here, you know, you need to listen. You're stupid. You're dumb. Listen to me. I got a reading on you. Don't. That's what I have for Geminian energy. Cancer is next out here. Cancer rules the moon, so I do feel called to let you all know that we do have a new moon in Sagittarius. So that's something that you might want to look into and see what's going on, what house that's in. Mine is in my 10th house, so that's giving me new ventures, new creative space for business. But that doesn't necessarily mean I'm gonna meet somebody unless it's in my natal chart as a combination to marry who I work with. You know what I mean? That's why y'all need to get those natal charts, and that is free. But for Cancer here, triangle, the desert, underworld, and the 9 of Pentacles. Cancer, wherever you have Cancer in your chart, you are firing people. Now, Cancer rules children and creativity. It rules competition, and it rules sports. It's the doula energy, the mother, your maternal side. So for a lot of you, any of those things you could be quitting. You could be quitting a team. You could be quitting your mama, your grandma and them. You could be quitting your children, especially if you have adult children. You could just be deciding that you're done with that. The triangle here, remember the letters from the intro, T, P, and C? Here's triangle. This is the 3 of Pentacles. This talks about working together. It's the 3 of Pentacles for me. It talks about working together, but with the desert out here, you see how these hands are in this prayer energy and it's sinking? All your hopes and prayers for having a team, building something is gone. You know, RIP, something the club. I just hit the club. I don't know. RIP something. I don't know. I'm hearing RIP. I'm hearing Jeezy. I'm hearing it in Jeezy voice though. So there is definitely an ending here to some team. But again, with Hecate out here, underworld, scorpionic energy, it's because there's been some type of transformation. So I was speaking about that earlier. Maybe you've just outgrown a familiar archetype. You're just at that age, at that point in your life where you're ready to do something different. You've outgrown that position. Maybe I've had this happen where I got hired because I was very intelligent to be so young. But then when I outgrew my manager, they didn't like me no more. That's this, because there's an intimidation factor. And I realized that, man, if we were in 2 different spaces, we would probably be friends. But because they feel intimidated by your growth, y'all may have to separate. And a lot of people don't want to hear it, but this often happens in families, where cousins and grandmas and mamas be like, who you think you is? They don't want to acknowledge how much you've grown here. So now you're in a 9 of Pentacles energy. This is pre-Empress energy here. So this is before she actually got officially acknowledged. She was doing the work in the 9 of Pentacles. This is an independent energy. It talks about Virgo here with the underworld next to it here. The way they're looking at each other is like acknowledging some type of toxic trait. Notice that there's a fire here that she is holding over to the shadow. It's like obvious how everyone is looking over at the fact that you're different. Black sheep energy. That's something else that I'm picking up out here. So it's just like, look, the butterfly on here is giving me transformation. This definitely Cancer and Capricorn, which is your opposite, is something you definitely may want to look at. I do feel like this is something, again, group oriented. So it could be a team that you like, hey, you know, I done got too old to play this sport and I love you. Maybe I'm going to go into coaching or watching, or I'm retiring, and they're not having that. But that's all I have out here for Cancer. This is awesome energy. There's some energy that is obvious. I can't do that anymore. I can't play that anymore. I can't keep up anymore. So I'm out, basically is what this is. I don't believe in that anymore. This is also giving a group vote, and Cancer's like, I'm not in favor. I say no. That's something that's out here as well, very much. Very simple. This will be timestamped. So again, Cancer, as I stated, in Gemini energy, when there's not too much motion in a sign, that's great. Also remember to check your opposite. It'll be timestamped, so you can click on Cancer. And then I wouldn't sleep on a Scorpio, because the Pluto energy out here is amazing. The sun sign. There's nothing else to talk about. It's time for you to get your vitality back, get your joy back, your peace back. Because again, ooh, look, double up on the Leo energy out here. Oh, you know what I just realized? Somebody could be a Cancer, Leo cusper, or I feel like a sun in Cancer, or there's going to be like a known, this is somebody who is like giving off. You're going to know they in Cancer energy. Because the signs, that the description I gave y'all with the sports and all of that, that's actually Leo energy. I gave y'all Leo and Cancer description in one. Why? I have no idea. I clearly know the difference, but it happened. So I don't know if this Cancer energy here is now stepping out of the bunch here and stepping into more of an, you know, their own. This is talking about being disciplined, being, I don't want to say overtaken, but basically. I mean, look at what, when you comb your kid hair, they cry, they kick, they scream, but they like the results when they're done. This is kind of what this is. I feel like this Cancer energy is going through a phase of like learning and growth, and you finally graduated. Again, you can see what's going on here. You're not a kid anymore. You're not new anymore. This is like people still trying to treat you like the new guy. And the star energy out here, this talks about that fame again. It talks about that innovation. And it really talks about the fact that you have grown. It looks like it's obvious too. You got 2 9s out here. Yeah, this is over with. And then you got another fire sign. This just gives initiative. Wherever you have this in your chart, it's time to cut off this particular segment and move and take initiative to the next page. You know what's going on. Emperor energy out here with the Queen of Swords. You know the truth, wherever you have Cancer in your chart, about this team you've been working with, about this family, about this membership that you've been with. It's obvious out here with the desert. With the praying hands, I feel like it's one of those I wish you luck kind of things, but this is like, this all I got, sinking sand. Like this is over. It's down from here. Not it's down from here. That's what I have for the Cancer energy. Yeah, just a sip. I be talking, y'all. I be talking. Aquarius energy, speak of the devil that just showed up in that Cancer energy. You have not out here the Forest, Magic, and the 2 of Pentacles. You feel stuck trying to do something. Wherever you have Aquarius in your chart, you have to expand your mind to being able to do 2 of something. A lot of you want to quit one thing and do something else. You have to be able to get you somebody that can do both. Rashomar, that girl is a real crowd pleaser. Small world, all her friends know me. That's definitely giving that fame that comes along with this Aquarius energy. And I just intuitively got told that could be what it is. Some of y'all might work a day job and then you famous on social media. You can be both. You are a regular person and you're still that person that people love on social media. I feel like you're not sure how to blend the two. With the 2 of Pentacles here, you're not sure which version of yourself to be. This is also giving identity crisis here. With the Magic here, you've been trying to manifest up what you think they would like. This is giving 2s out here. A set of twins could be very important. Also, I'm also hearing doppelgangers. Like you similar to what you present to the world, but that's not quite you. You don't know which one they're gonna like though with the Forest. There's just too much data out there. Like you trying to do all of it. I can't see the forest for the trees. You're trying to think about what your world view is gonna be, like what your big thing is gonna be, like how do you put it all together? But with the knot out here, I feel like you're stuck right now. It's like, how can I be this and this? And you might be talking to people about this as well. But with the 2 of Pentacles, that's something tangible. I feel like you have multiple personas. Like literally, what Megan say, switch my wig and make him feel like he cheating. I don't know why I'm hearing these weird music, concerts. You could be an artist, an underground artist. So while you're performing, you don't want people to know one thing or another. That was a big thing for me that I never kind of understood. Like, and I get it, you know, but this is something that people struggle with. Like, oh, I can't work here after I post about my business on social media. It's like, how you gonna afford your business if you don't work? You know, it costs money. And it's like, well, people aren't gonna buy from me unless they think I'm successful. It's all about how you position yourself. Another P word, positioning. Because if you position yourself as a startup, as a freelancer, as a gig, a side job, when you first come out, then you can transition into that. Please make sure y'all watch the last Aquarius video. It was collective, the follow social media. It just popped in my head. That's what I'm looking at right here. That's what I'm looking at. You don't know which person to be, but what you're gonna hurt yourself, you're hurting yourself by not being all of who you are. You're limitless. You're being limited by saying I'm this or that. You're both. Why can't you be both? And I do recognize this energy and I understand it. And I'm speaking from the heart when I say it's best you just tell them everything. I have been one that people had tried to clown and drag. And then they, I'm up here fighting for my whole life and reputation only to realize there's nothing wrong with nothing that they said. I was the one who hadn't accepted myself. That's why I was stung by what was said to me. If somebody called me ugly, as long as I believe in my heart that I'm beautiful and I see the beauty within myself, I should be good. But if I too am not happy with who I am and where I am, somebody calling me ugly could hurt me. Somebody calling you broke could hurt you. If you're not happy with the progress and the journey that you're on and you're not content with where you are, which is what gratitude is about. There's a quote that says, suffering ends when gratitude begins. That's what I'm seeing here. There's no way that you can be exposed if you were always you in the first place. Who you telling on? What you telling people? You telling people you? Like, that's exactly what this is. But I do realize it's the positioning. And a lot of people will say, well, you didn't say all that. I didn't know all of that. And that's because they're absolutely right. Social media, we don't do all of that. They often get to see a finished product. They don't get to see the behind the scenes. People always say, why did you drive Uber? I had to quit my corporate job to get a more flexible schedule, but I still needed money to fund the companies. I didn't want to take a loan out because I wasn't sure how that was going to go. And then I didn't want to put myself in debt. So when the companies finally started making money, I had to pay somebody. So I drove Uber. It made perfect sense. But to people who have an idea of what success looks like based on the matrix, they try to drag the humility. They try to drag the honesty. You can't fall to this. They just dragging themselves when they do that. But wherever this Aquarius energy is, as long as you haven't come to terms with that and you're trying to be everything for everyone, that's why you stuck. Wherever this is. Look, crossroad energy. You can get with this or that. They can get with all of it. And it does take time. And I did get some help from professionals as far as that's what the branding came from. But first of all, know thyself to honor thyself, because I had a lot of people. I spent more than I want to mention. Okay. And the lesson I learned, the investment I got was be yourself. That was it. 200 here, 300 here, 500 there. All they kept saying was just be yourself. You're dope. Quit trying to turn on that personality, that professionalism, or that know-how, or the fake and the pretentiousness came through. They look like, just be yourself. Well, I paid you $500 to tell me what I need to do better. All you said was be yourself. Like, what? I'm telling y'all for free. Please be yourself. Anything else for Aquarius energy? Temperance energy with the Hierophant. Y'all about to learn this lesson. Y'all, look, the bigger the channel, the bigger the exposure of the messages. There's a lot of people that's about to learn this lesson hard simply because they're not hearing this from nobody. So in this case, at least this clip, please share this with people who you know that are living their life for social media. It'll stop a lot of bull crap, okay? Because with this Hierophant out here and this Temperance energy, during this Sagittarius season, this Sagittarius new moon, a lot of people finna need a new job. Because guess what? The hermits out here, they gotta go know thyself to love that. Know thyself to, know thyself to honor thyself. I heard know thyself to honor thyself, know thyself to love thyself, know thyself to be thyself. I heard all those at the same time. All of these are major arcana. So unfortunately, this is that Scorpionic energy, this magic energy, trying to create a personality that everybody's gonna like. We about to watch this go out bad here. But you heard it here first. Just look back. I tell you, look, I just told you the whole scoop from top to bottom with the 7 of Swords. I just exposed that whole thing. 7 plus this ace, we've watched it over and over again. Look, on a platform. It's about to happen. And then look, y'all check on y'all people. If you know somebody that's gonna feel like this, if they get exposed or people find out where they really work, what their hair look like, please call them and give them a hug right away. Cause it could very well happen. And I hate to think of people losing themselves to the opinion of others. That just means that your opinion of yourself wasn't big enough. And it happens, and it breaks my heart to think that loving me is not easy to do. That's Keisha Cole. Anyway. Or is that? No, that wasn't Keisha Cole. That's Monica. And baby, it breaks my heart to think that loving me is not easy to do. And I don't mean to make it hard. That's what they doing. I'm like, I'm gonna cry. I'm like, no, don't do this. We love you, whoever you are. Out of that energy. In the Scorpio, please. Shake that off. Okay, Scorpio energy. Scorpio energy, please listen up. This one is big. It was showing up before it even came out here. You got easy pose, the lover, foretelling, and the 6 of cups. You're about to have to make a decision. This is a retest. That's what this is. This is a retest. There's a lesson that's coming around. We are about to enter retrograde too. We are about to enter retrograde. Mercury retrograde, which is the visiting of the past. 6 of cups energy, retrograde energy. That's what this is here. With the lovers out here, you're about to be tasked with making a decision again. And you have foretelling out here. So you already been through this before. Hangman. Piscean energy. Neptune is direct, so you had a chance to reflect on your dreams. The fog should be lifting. You know what it is. This should be easy out here. For those of us that are going to elevate, we're going to do that. 29, 9, 10, 11. That's karma. Karmic justice is out here. You wanted to try again. You wanted a do-over. This is that time warp energy. Quantum leap energy. You about to get that test again with the scorpionic energy again. That's Pluto. That's why everything is breaking down. You're now about to have a chance to do it again. What you have is broke anyway. So now what? That's exactly what this is. Spirit let you try it that way. It either worked or it didn't work. And we're doing it again. Now also, I just heard crazy. That's crazy. During Scorpio season, the platform for this could have been laid. We about to see what you chose again. You could have got this opportunity, this redo energy, this quantum leap in Scorpio season again. And that would have foretold what was coming now with this easy out here. Did you think about it? Did you meditate? I'm also hearing, I know this sounds crazy, but I'm hearing that that Scorpio, Taurus, those placements with the eclipses, this is that's being revisited. What's easy pose specifically, please? Yeah, Neptune is direct. It should be easy for you to make decisions again. You should be able to look on your past and you should have learned. You got the 7 of Cups out here with the 5 of Swords. The 5 of Swords showed up in Capricorn energy, and the 7 of Cups is definitely talking about that Pisces energy, Neptune energy. You out of the fog now. You should be able to see clearly now. Any type of mishap, misfortune, anything that wasn't really going right, air sign energy with the lovers out here. I'm picking that up very heavy, that maybe you were of 2 minds at one point. This is also giving that split energy of 2 minds at one point. But at this point, you should know what to do. But why should it be easy, Spirit? That's what I'm doing. The 6 of Swords. It should be easy now because this is not nothing you've never seen before. That's also the 7 of Swords collectively, energetically. And that'll give you a 7-7, 7 of Pentacles, reflective energy. It's giving a whole lot of retrograde energy, which means that you've already seen it before. There's no need to get caught up in something. Look, 5 of Wands with the 9 of Pentacles. You should have separated yourself by this already. You should have been left this drama. It should be easy for you to make decisions at this point because you already know what you're looking at. 10 of Wands here. Diamonds are made out of pressure here. You learned a whole lot here with the Leo energy. It's giving initiation energy. So wherever you have Scorpio in your chart, it makes a whole lot. There's a lot of breakdowns here that should be easy to make a decision because they already cheated, they already lied, they already came in late 20 times, they already stole something small, so it should be believable for you to believe when they steal something big. You know what I mean? It's like that type of energy where if you have Scorpio in your chart. Very simple. Because there are a lot of planets are going direct in the first place. So there's not a lot to think about. So when it comes to keeping something or letting it go, it should be easy. You've seen this before, but this is definitely I feel like it just told us what's about to happen for this retrograde, y'all. Be careful. There's going to be a lot of things come back up, but you already know because it's not the first time. They could have offered you a promotion before. You said no. You saw somebody else get the promotion. They had a hard time. They come back and ask you again. It's a hell no this time. I already said no because I already wasn't trusting it. Then I just witnessed what happened when you get in that position. No, thank you. Thank you, but no, thank you. You already know what it looks like when a company is laying people off. You've been laid off before already. It should be easy for you to be like, let me just put my resume out. Let me just see what's out here. Because I've already been through this before. An ex come back. I know I see my exes out sometime. I'll see them, I bump into them, and I'll just say, hey, how you doing? What's going on? They answer the same way they always answer. And I be like, oh. Then I bump into people. When I say exes, ex-friends, ex whatever, people I don't fool with no more. They're all exes. They not here, you know. But I bump into them like, hey, what's going on? Like, for instance, if I know someone who's always getting a new job, they're unstable. When I don't see them for a while and I see them again, I'm like, how's it going? I just got a new job. There ain't shit else I need to hear. I already know. So I already know this. You know what I mean? Same, it shouldn't be hard. That's what I have for Scorpio energy. Same thing, okay? Also, be weary. I'm hearing Same Girl by Usher and R. Kelly. Be weary of seeing the same energy, the same archetype for those of you that's like, oh, I'm smart. I already told my ex no. There could be an archetype. That's why I was talking about even with that Chris Brown energy. The prayers, they said send some prayers out to Chris Brown. I don't know what's going on with Chris Brown. I don't know him. I don't follow him. I don't know. But they said that. He's also a Taurus, which was one of the T's, transiting. But also, ew, I don't like the way that sounds. Transiting to where? Prayers to him and he transiting. I don't like that. Anyway, moving forward. Also, though, I just said that a lot of times famous people are archetypes of the rest of us. They represent the rest of us. That's how they got famous. We all agreed on certain parts of their character that we like and we relate to. That's how they became famous. We all have a little bit of Medea in us, a little bit of Beyonce in us, a little bit of Miley Cyrus in us, a little Taylor in us. That's why they're famous. That's what this is. Be careful that you don't get another archetype, someone who is like that person. And then you like, yeah, I'm good, girl. No, he can't come back. And then enters the same type of person or the same girl. I've heard a lot of people too say, well, I'm just going to jump ship. I'm going to date the same sex. I'm going to date the opposite. Well, what happens? It can be him with a wig. You have to recognize the energy and the character. But that's what I got for y'all in that Scorpio energy. Good luck. Mercury retrograde sound like the Hunger Games. Good luck. Who we got? I can't make this up, y'all. It's Taurus. It's Taurus. And it's interesting because I might have lost a couple of y'all when I start talking about Chris Brown. But guess what? I ain't crazy. This was face down. So Spirit got them all face down today. I don't know if that's helping me to like concentrate more. I did ask to be able to flow in and out of the energy quicker and easier. But boom, Taurus. You got pretzel, protection, the seed, and the Knight of Swords. What'd I just say? I don't know this man, but why is protection out here? For the Taurus energy? This is also a 12, Piscean energy, Hangman. That's a 3. That's the Empress, Taurus and Libra. You got pretzel out here. This talks about being in a bind. Now, she's not facing forward, though. This is talking about not addressing issues at its head here. And then you got the Knight of Swords. Flip at the mouth, quick to action. And look that Cancer energy in their feelings. It's giving hurricane energy. And then you got the seed out here. Wherever you have Taurus in your energy, please pull this up. Check and see where it's at. Check on people that it sound familiar to. This is someone not wanting to be accountable for what's really going on. Instead of them being accountable for what's really going on, they about to try to blame or fight somebody else or something else or like redirect the energy, and it's not a good idea. The example that's coming to my mind, but I do work here, intuitively, is if, say I have 2 daughters, say I start dating and one of my children's fathers is like, I don't like him. They don't even know this person, but they just don't want me to be with somebody else. So they want to attack my new partner. That's what I'm picking up. The real seed of the problem is that they still have feelings for me. That's what this will look like. But they just gonna be reckless over here. That's what this looks like. This is that coworker that got you in their mouth and you're like, why are you constantly picking at me? Because they're on thin ice. The seed of the problem, the root of it all, is that they got something else going on here. But this also gives me the energy with this pretzel and this protection here. This is also, look, she's not looking. This is being attacked from behind. This is also talking about not seeing something coming here. Her head is turned. How you gonna address something that's not in front of you? But this seed out here with the Knight of Swords tells me this is, again, this is like a spin the block energy. This is somebody coming back in their feelings about something that had already happened. The seed had already been planted. They spinning the block on that. That's what this is. Hangman out here with the 12. This is them looking at something differently. This is somebody getting mad after the fact. Getting their feelings after the fact. Yikes. That's what this is. So if you hear somebody talking reckless or weird, this is where they are here. What's the seed though for this Taurus energy? What is this? Come on, Spirit. I can't make it. I try, y'all. I do try. It's the devil. It's the devil. And it's the 5 of Swords in reverse. That's the 4 of Swords. Now that everything's quiet, someone comes out of nowhere. This is rekindling some toxicity, bringing some old stuff up, wanting to fight about something that's over. Now that they're in trouble and they're getting dismissed, they want to point the finger and project their energy on other places. That's what I have here in this Taurus energy. 7 of Cups here with the Magician. Delusional. And this Taurus here. Make sure this not you. This is mutable energy here. So this is playing both sides with that 7 of Cups here. This is playing both sides here. Look at this. I can't make it up. 2 of Pentacles. This is the energy of playing both sides. You wasn't mad about something, but now you mad about it. Because what? This is giving me like, well, if they telling the truth, I would be over there trying to do something. All of a sudden, you trying to do something. Because it makes it more believable. I just work here. Spirit on the high vibing side of this. The high vibing side is, this is a warning. So lock your doors. Get on from people. What was the Scorpio energy out here? Retrograde energy. People spinning the block. No wonder I took so long to talk about it. Definitely check on Scorpio. It's your opposite. But that's what this drama is. This is drama. I don't like drama either. If anybody knows me, I'm very easily triggered. I have a Scorpio Mars, so Pop Off was a person. And now I'm not always proud about it. Sometimes I am because somebody should have said something. Somebody has to do it. And then sometimes I'd be like, why it had to be me? Why I couldn't just shut up for a second? That's why we do energy forecasts, so that you can make sure that you're on the right side of things. Anything else you want to say about this Taurus energy? This finna be ugly. Somebody could go to jail. This finna be ugly here. It's too much hype around this Taurus energy. It's too much hype. Like, if you're gonna do something, do it. This requires, you know, help. Gotta go get somebody. Look, you're gonna get somebody. You're gonna get people to help you out. And this person not even studying you. This is like trying to make people alarmed and upset. Protection with the Judgment out here. Look at those. Retrograde energy, bringing up old stuff. Makes perfect sense because we're entering retrograde season. Lord. I'm hearing in my mind, like, share, and subscribe. Is this going to save the world? Is this going to help people? That's what this, I don't know. I don't know where that came from. I don't know if this person got a platform, if they got a GoFundMe. I don't know if they going, you know, trying to go viral by calling somebody out or asking people to bear arms against something. I'm also picking up this Taurus energy is giving me global. This is like asking for more weapons, asking for more help because what? And it's global. Look, it is global. Humanitarian energy, Aquarius. Aquarius, we just talked about the fall of social media. People getting exposed and called out. So if I were this Taurus energy, I wouldn't do it. And with this Scorpio energy, which is your opposite out here, it look like you already tried this before and got exposed. And you may have got banished or exiled or called out. And now you're not as believable here with the Nine of Swords here. People really don't know when you're telling the truth or not telling the truth. They can't tell with all these reflective mirrors. It causes anxiety, where it's like, should we help you or not help? And you may be, ooh, I just heard crying wolf. It might not be wolf this time. You might really need some help. Some coming back from the past. Y'all would definitely have to get a personal, but I would say out of all of these, y'all got the most major arcana outside of. So there was one other person who had a lot of arcana. It's time stamped, y'all. Click around. So you got Magician, the Judgment, the Devil, and the Aquarius card, the Star. Now, the interesting thing about this is you got mutable energy. Then you got 2 cards with fixed energy out here. 3 cards of fixed energy out here. Yeah, this is up and stuck. The Seed out here. This something you did, and you just gonna have to stand on this. Capricorn is out here. Aquarius is out here. With the Judgment out here. This could be Scorpio. Libra is also out here. And then you got Virgo and Gemini. This could be the group that's associated. This could be the different signs you need to go, or energies y'all need to go click on. This could be the sign of the peoples. I don't think it's their sun sign, though. That's the problem. Because she's holding this fan up to her mouth is making me feel like, gotcha. You're not going to see this coming because you don't know who this is. Judgment here? Where they even come from? Somebody been mad at you the whole time. They was just in the cut waiting on their opportunity. Or this is the Taurus energy. I'm just saying. We are almost done, y'all. Libra. The King of Cups here, authenticity here, new pose, and Eros. Both of these cards are Scorpionic cards, okay? Both of these talk about transformation. And then you got the authenticity out here with the new pose. You could have met someone new, and you could be wondering, met someone new or engaged in something new. You could be looking at a proposal, and this looks like the real deal here. This person with a grimoire is like a book of like ingredients, spells. It also talks about like hidden knowledge, occult secrets. This person look like they full of it, but look, it's unlocked. There's 3 hands on it though. No, it's locked. It's 3 hands on it. That gives me 3 of Cups energy out here. And then Eros, this is very sexual, primal energy. So this, all this Scorpionic energy and it's given like in your lower chakras down here with this new pose here. You could be trying to see if something is actually for you or if you're just infatuated with it, whether it's a person or a situation. But I feel like something has strongly tickled your fancy with the 3 plus the 1. That's a 4, 4th house energy. This is giving very highly familial energy. Even if this has something to do with work, this is where I'm seeing and where you could end up dating someone at work. Could be upper management. You could want to work from home with this person. I'm picking up travel with this water out here. Very much beach stuff. There's some mystery around this situation here, Libra energy. But with this new pose out here, you're trying to figure out like what's up with this. Look how you're looking. Wherever you have this in your chart, if this is a contract, it could make it to where you can be home more. This could make it to where your stability is stronger. So that also could be what's going on out here. You could be trying to see like, okay, I don't want to make are you buying a house? I don't want to make a irrational decision, but this could really set me up. You know, maybe you picked a house, you're buying a house, you picked the house, but you're waiting on the inspection to come back. But you are already in love with the house. Show me what's going on some more, please, with this Libra energy. Yeah, you want to jump on something, but you don't want to. Hangman here. You're trying to keep yourself calm to let something play out. Hangman out here, this Piscean energy out here. You could be trying to see what initiative they're going to take first. You could feel like, I'm really picking up a little low-key stubborn energy where you like, nah, let me see what you're going to do. I've done enough. Sagittarius is out here twice. Sagittarius could be involved. This is also a Sagittarius new moon, and you have Sagittarius. Oh, you have the new pose out here. So this could just be with this new moon. It could be bringing you in someone that you don't know if this is for fun or what. Can we take a peek, please, Spirit, for Libra? Can we take a peek? Whether you have Libra in your chart, even if this is a contract, this could be a new employer, this could be a new contractor, a new vendor here that's really talking good. It seems like they have everything that you're looking for. This also seems like it's the way out, the end all be all. Spirit, gotta ask the right questions, y'all. What do we want to ask? I don't want to know the outcome because I know it's going to be different based on where you have it in your chart. But what's the vibe, Spirit, collectively of this opportunity? Is it a yay or nay? Three of Pentacles came out. I see. Okay, I see. Look, there's a shortcut out here. Okay, and it's like if then. Spirit is saying shortcuts lead to long roads. Just do the work. Don't go after all the hype. Go ahead and just continue building Capricorn energy. So again, this could be something that has to do with work, but it could lead to a better home life. But out here, you see, you need more facts before you end up injured here, before you have to sit out. Because you see, this is 4 swords on the ground. Everybody might throw the towel in and not want to do it no more. It could be short-lived. There's something else that's out here, and that equals a 5 of swords energy altogether, which means that collectively you'll have a 5 of swords and a 5 of wands energy out here altogether, which talks about something that is still changing, still in motion. We don't know how the cookie's gonna crumble. So Spirit is telling you it's too new to take initiative out here, which is why you have this barrier up here. See, they're peeking out like, who gonna jump first with this King of Wands? You like, I don't know if I want to take the initiative. I want to let somebody else go first. This could be a new medicine. This could be a new practice where it's like, well, I'm gonna let y'all test drive in front of me, and then we'll see if I'm gonna jump in it. But what I'm also seeing, for those of you who are wondering, no, don't do it. The money will come and go fast. So you may make more and have to put out more. This person may be a contradictory in themselves. Like you may be a domestic person, but it may come with something. That's what I'm picking up. If you just wait long enough, this Libra energy, you'll see that this isn't going to end up being a good idea with the longevity of it. So don't get the King of Cups is out here, this Scorpionic energy. That's what this is out here. Remember, Scorpio talked about, and it will be timestamped, so you'll be able to click back. Scorpio talked about that retrograde energy. You've already seen this before, so it should be easy. So don't just jump. And now you got the King of Cups again with the 2 of Swords. Don't do it. Have some discipline. Have some restraint. Let's just see what happens here. Because you got money on the line out here, or you have your own stability. You're already stable somewhere, and this new opportunity is coming up, and it's like, it sounds good. This could change everything. I could only work 3 days now, and I could save some money. But whatever that's being promised is real big clickbait energy. It's not what you think. It's like they don't tell you everything. It's giving a real flashy car salesman. Like, yeah, come in, sit down. And it's like, okay, it's going to be $8,000 a month. And it's like, what? But you already signed right here, so we'll be pulling this out your check. And it's like, what? Hold up. Everybody slow down. Libra, I see that you are approaching with caution, which I really commend this energy. Whether you have this in your chart has been not being rushed for a while. But it's because you already been through something that was traumatic, related to something similar. So you just learn your lesson to like, let me just see what's going on. So that's what I have for Libra out here. Libra like, wait a minute, let me look at it. Let me see it. This is like someone telling you, yeah, you can get this car, but you can't test drive it first. Or you can get the keys to this apartment, but you can't see it till you give me the deposit. That's what I'm seeing over here. Or even if it's a person, it's like catfishing online. And then you like, nah, they like, yeah, I want to see you. Can you call me an Uber? Like, what? Can you meet me here? And it's like, I don't even know you. I want to talk a little bit more. I'm going to just keep it right here for now. Likewise, because there's no longevity in something. They may show up on the first few dates looking amazing, talking great, and then you find out they need you. I'm not gonna be like that because I ain't gonna be like that. They may need you. All right, y'all, we are. After this, we got one more. Who is this? Sagittarius. I'm hearing Roscoe Dash Go, shawty, go. You got 0 out here with the cave. Fulfillment and the Page of Wands. Excuse me. I was hearing that go, shawty, shawty. It's an old song, but it's a club song. Walk through the crowd. Like, I'm hearing that. You may be, I can't believe this. There's an opportunity wherever you have Sagittarius in your chart that you're about to take advantage of. I don't know if it's going to be a person or whatever, but this one right here, it looks abundant, but I'm picking up that same energy with Libra though, low key. Like, don't invest anything until you see everything here. But the Page of Wands here, you could be telling people with the fulfillment out here, that's 19 sun energy. Like, you could be saying it looks amazing. This is that sales cardman trying to tell you, but it's a page trying to tell you about this deep, you know, this like a child trying to tell you about being pregnant. And you like, what you know about that? Like, well, and like, let me tell you how babies are born. It's like, what? Like, that's what this is. But the cave is here. There's something that is still yet to be seen here with 0 out here. This is something that you don't know. I'm also picking up some people may not know this is not your child, if that's what this is. If whoever you had look, mother out here with 0, not yours. That's what that is. And it's a kid. And we in Sagittarius reading, and it's a page, a fire sign child. I just work here. With the cave over here, look, if you look very close, you see the eyes. Like, what is going on? It's a mystery. I just work here. Also I'm picking up hackers also. Something else could be here. Hackers. It ain't never happened before, but you see a new charge in your account, and then your account is 0. I'm picking that up too. I am. On the high side of this, I'm picking up on the high vibration, I'm picking up on an energy of where maybe you've been working on something and don't nobody know about it. They're going to be talking about this, okay? They have 0 clues about what you've been doing, but with the 19 out here with the mother, this fulfillment card, this could be something that you're finally voicing with the Page of Wands. It's like a launching energy, a release date, and something else that I'm picking up on. But I feel like it's gonna hit them hard because ain't nobody know about this. So collectively with the Sagittarius energy, this energetic forecast says that there is something coming out of nowhere. On the low side, yeah, if it's to do with romance, I don't like it. If it's to do with money, it looks amazing because there is a certain level of privacy and secrecy that you want to keep around your bread. But when it comes to your bed, it might be too much privacy and secrecy around here. There you are. The Queen of Wands just came out with the 4 of Swords in reverse. That's the 3 of Swords energy. And then there go the 3 of Pentacles. So you got the 3s out here. That's Empress energy some more. So there is something out here that's, it's not quite ready. It's not quite ready. Also, there's that duality again. The opposite of you is Gemini. You might want to check out Geminis because I'm picking up 2 messages. I do this from time to time depending on the energy. So, oh, the energy is transiting. I was going to say maybe the energy's transiting. We got a new moon in Sagittarius. We're also about to transit into Capricorn energy. So what I'm looking at is on one side, it's like being confident that you're about to step on some people, break some hearts, hurt some feelings. On the other side, it's like this is like a Jezebel energy just broke your heart here. And it's going to require for you to sit out and have some healing. But it's like not wanting to acknowledge this yet, but it's about to be voiced out loud. So again, you have to get your natal chart and see what side you're on and what house it's in. Because depending on what house it's in, a drought could be good. In other parts of it, it's bad to have a drought. You know, it just depends on the context. Thank you, Spirit. The context of it. In the context of love and romance, Sagittarius energies, this looks dramatic. This looks dramatic. And I feel like I'm hearing wow, but this is also giving a very excited, it's giving club, it's giving party, it's giving fun. And it might be too much fun or it might be time for you to have some fun depending on where you have it in your chart. Anything else you want to say to them? 3 of Wands, 3s are big for you. And then you got the 10 of Pentacles here. But I'm hearing money could be coming or going. You could be walking away from a family here. Or you could be protecting this abundance here. I can't quite make it out here. And they said I'm not meant to. Look. Don't tell Sagittarius. Wow. This is the Nine of Wands. This is our wounded warrior. This talks about boundaries. It talks about being able to rebel. It talks about going through some things. So learning the hard way, bought lessons. It's out here with the Temperance card. That is you. Don't tell you. I've been blocked out of this energy. That's what this is. What? Ooh, okay, Spirit. They had me get some channel messages, but I was like, why would I tell them that? I felt like it was too deep for this. But I'm going to tell you what it was. It's karma and dharma. How do you know which is which? I'll probably do a YouTube short on it. But basically, the energy is made of, the number one balance is harmony. Everyone's connected. Number two, you get what you put out. How do you know if you're getting karma or dharma? Depends on what you get back. So I always say, if you punch somebody in the jaw and they just pass out and life goes on, everybody cheers for you, you probably did a good thing. If you punch them in the jaw and then you go to jail or somebody end up beating you up later on, you probably did a bad thing. That's probably karma. So that's what I'm looking at here with this Sagittarius energy. We about to find out if we get in karma or dharma. That's what this fulfillment is with the 19, the sun, what's about to be exposed to us. We won't know with the cave energy here. We won't know until it happened here. We about to get the announcements here. I just heard Archangel Gabriel as well. So you about to get the announcement here, and we're going to find out whether we got karma or dharma. But until then, you get no information. You get nothing. Just sit there. Just wait on it. That's crazy. And I just got super nervous because I got Sagittarius around my money. So I'm like, what? So basically, live example. Look, we finna find out if you have a good company or a bad company based on what? Well, if nothing happens, everything falls apart, computers crash, you know, you get fined, that's probably karma. If you start getting clients out of nowhere, everything's going great, everything's getting booked, you end up getting in a couple blogs, probably on the right track. But they're saying that I can't tell y'all. And you need to think about what you did. And I'm hearing the damn naughty or nice. He's making a list, judgment, and checking it twice. He's going to find out who's naughty and nice. Now, Capricorn season in Western astrology is Sagittarius season in Vedic astrology. The difference is one goes by the sun and one goes by the moon. I don't know why people make it that hard. It's more to it, of course, but that's the easiest thing. One goes by the sun, which is Western astrology, which will be Capricorn, every 30 days. One goes by the moon, which is Vedic astrology, which is every 2 to 3 days. And I guess when we came over here to the west side, you know, when Columbus and them came over here with the Indians, they were like, we ain't doing all that, you know, just do it every 30 days, you know, why we doing all that? Bad joke, but no, seriously. Because literally the Eastern astrology, they still do it every 2 to 3 days. They keep up with the sun and the moon, feng shui. But then over here on this side, we be like, what? Just don't call me every 2 days to tell me what the moon doing. Just tell me when I need to. So how about a 30-day check-in? So Capricorn season, for us, what we know it as, could be highly influenced by Sagittarius. Also, we have a Sagittarius new moon happening, like we're in that energy right now. So depending on where this is in your chart, you're about to get a blessing. You about to get karma or dharma released. Shit, I ain't even want to. The last one. Woo! Hold on, did I do this some more? No, I got 2 more. I got to do Aries. Virgo. He's making a list. Oh, so back to Sagittarius real quick. For Christmas, you may receive gifts and you never received them before. You could get a card, a hug. People could show up at your house that you ain't seen for a long time. You could hear from people that just thought about you, and you'll know that you're living a good life. You're connecting to people. People remember you. People are thinking of you on special moments. If you don't hear from nobody, you don't get shit, people start nagging at you, asking you what you did, or people may wake up that morning and be like, I'm happy. But there's this one person that I think about it, I don't want them in my life anymore. Karma or dharma, but I keep hearing that Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is the universe, and he about to release something to you. Moving on to Virgo, please, Spirit. Just shake that off. Moving over to Virgo. You got the Storm, the Rocking Horse, Manifestation, and the Fool in reverse. The devils are in the details. Virgo rules the 6th house. That's details. It's also your physical body, your health, and hibernation here. With this Virgo energy out here, some people could be finding out that they are sick. They have an ailment. With this rocking horse energy out here, this talks about traveling. I gallop to faraway lands. Manifestation here with the storm and the fool in reverse. You have plans that are about to be blocked. There's a manifestation that's getting blocked. You're having a problem. Virgo, this is a very stubborn energy. I feel like you're going up against the universe. Look, this is the storm with those storm clouds. But look, you see how it kind of bleed over into this? It's like you are angry. I just heard angry with God. Wherever you have this in your chart, you going up against them. With the fool here in reverse, this is reckless. Don't do it. It's not, nothing's going to come from it. Instead of running away with this galloping here, you're refusing. You're standing your ground here, standing through the storm. That goes back to that duality. It depends on where it is in your chart. You warring against your circumstances here. You about to battle. Now, the biggest energy I can relate to with this was that Capricorn energy. There's this energy of I was boxed out, now I'm boxed in. And I was talking about with boxing, how you box your arms. Somebody put you in a corner here. Taurus too. So it looks like the earth signs are in a very defensive energy, because Taurus have protection out here, like a sneak attack energy. Capricorn got their boundaries out here. And now we got over here where it looks like you could run away or you could stay. With the fool, both of these talk about leaving, traveling, going far away, but this in reverse. You ain't going nowhere. You ain't running from nothing. It's like smoke on 3. The number 7 is out here. That's the Chariot energy, Cancer energy. Cancer. Remember, this is going to be timestamped. Yeah, Cancer with the desert out here. I kept hearing RIP. Cancer was out. There was some toxicity Cancer was stepping away from. But collectively, what I'm seeing when I combine these energies is that the earth signs are in a defense energy. Whether or not you should be battling this storm or not, sometimes it's good for us to battle the storms. Sometimes it's not. So I don't know what the storm is in your life. You could definitely get a personal. If you did get a personal for something like this, I would just do the audio reading because I could answer this quite quickly. And also, I would suggest, I ain't did this for nobody else. I ain't even thought about it. I would suggest that with the audio reading, you get 3 questions. And I basically will voice record and send them to your phone. What I would do is I would ask about the storm and maybe 2 people that popped into your mind. Some people, you may be used as an angel of destruction. You may be their karma. You may be the one that they should have just left alone. And then for other things, there may be just an energy of where you're not the one. Just leave it alone. Let them have it. What's the storm, please, for this Virgo energy? Ace of Cups. The Page of Wands, which was out here in Sagittarius energy. And the 2 of Swords. Somebody don't want, it's that same reading that you had last time. Check out last week's Coffee Me. It's timestamp. Click on Virgo. Just go. Just go. No, you don't need to tell these people how you feel. You don't need to try to make them understand. I feel like Virgo want to go out with a bang, but you've already lost this fight. That's what I'm seeing out here. Spirit is telling you to just love on your soul and just write it in a journal. Tell somebody who really cares. But it's like you want to fight a battle. I said it. So going back intuitively, originally what I said is it looked like you are angry with God. This is warring against the universe. Now, I tried to expand that interpretation to say, depending on where it is in your chart. But nah, that's not what's out here. Wherever it is in your chart, Spirit is saying, let them have it. You will find your peace at a distance here. You had 2 indicators to leave, but you decided to not go nowhere. It's like, you know what? As a matter of fact, it's like going outside, getting all your stuff, getting it in the car, and then deciding at that moment, fuck it. And y'all know we've seen that before where it's like, whew, I thought they was going to say something. And then they come back. And I hate to say it. I'm so guilty. I feel so horrible right now. I'm one of those. I can be. Let me say that. That's what I'm saying. Like, we've seen these scenarios where, like, somebody may have been rude to me in the grocery store. And I've been known to go put all my groceries in the car and go my ass back in the store and be like, know what? I can't leave until I can't let this one go, boo. Who's you talking to? Like, it's wrong, it's ghetto, it's dramatic, it's animated. There's so many words for it, but I mean, Spirit is saying in this case, let it go. The peace isn't just letting it go here. Cancer energy, I know you already see they're toxic. You see what the problem is. Just cut it. Don't do it. That's what I have here. Because you want to tell them how you feel. Like, I'm going to go. But before I go, you're going to feel less validated if you sit there. I'm picking up somebody. I'm hearing Dear Stan by Eminem. Sitting here writing out this long letter, trying to justify everything. And then the person just like, I read it when I get a chance. I'm busy. I mean, I didn't see it, you know, like other people call me. It's going to make you feel even smaller if you pour into this. Just walk away. If you know somebody like this, an obsessive ex, somebody that's this right here, this shit right here, Columbine, shooter energy. I ain't monetized, so I don't care. I'm going to say what I say. This is that. This is where they didn't pop. They lost their damn mind right here. They not having it. Spirit is trying to help this energy to calm, not to go in there. But this gonna be the person here with the fool out here with the storm up here like this with manifestation. This says manifestation here, spell casting. This Virgo energy may very well be playing the victim, but the whole time they want an opportunity to get it all out. So just know that. I'm starting to get out of breath. I'm getting hot in my chest. I'm like, look, that's how I feel. Like, this is somebody that's like, oh, can you just talk to Virgo? Like, I just think you should hear him out. Virgo finna surprise your ass. Because you think Virgo just want to say what they want to say. Virgo might haul off and hit, stab, shoot, some craziness. That's what this energy is here. Because the devils are in the detail here. And this energy didn't have too much time to sit back and think about something. They feel played with. And that's crazy because make sure y'all check Gemini. They're both ruled by Mercury. We're going into a retrograde energy. I just said they had too much time to think about the past. Retrograde energy. And then Scorpio, which is death and transformation, also was telling us about this. This person then lost their temper before. They might not be a Virgo sun. They could be a Virgo moon, rising, or north node. This could have developed. And you like, when you get so sensitive, what the hell wrong with you? They're changing based on their natal chart, based on the movement of the star. Change is constant forever. This person ain't who they used to be. Something that festered real bad. And Gemini said they finally got a chance to sit down, but there was a contingency out there. This person may have a bucket list or some last words for a mofo, okay? I don't want no smoke with this energy. And then Aries would be last, the god of war. What a fitting ending, okay? Aries energy. Kite. Go. Don't fight. You got the kite out here. You got the healer out here. You got authority out here. And you got the 9 of Cups. Again, please watch the readings. Look in the thumbnails for the main ones. I've been putting y'all notes up there so y'all can see the highlights. And then I've been digging into them in the readings. If you look at the coffee meetings, they're timestamped. It won't be timestamped for a minute because I got to watch it all over again. And after I sit here for this time, I need to go do other things. And then I watch it later myself, take my notes and my journal, because I live on this planet too. I'm a vessel, but I live here. I'm amongst us. You know, I'm experiencing stuff too. And that's when I'll timestamp them, unless somebody was kind of like the mac and cheese did before and just timestamped them. But what I'm seeing here is, I told y'all about this before, somebody needs to just call the police. You just need to call the police here. You got the authority out here, but look at that toxicity back there. Devil energy. This person already got a record. You already know what's about to happen here. So it will be your best benefit. You will get what you want. You will win if you just leave. And look, the healer out here. On another note, where you have Aries in your chart, that ain't no other note. Let me tell you this. Just this me. It might be a lot of God and a little bit of Kiara in there. Look. Whoever you are in this Aries energy, wherever you have Aries in your chart, you all have it in your chart. So this goes for everyone. You deserve this peace and this healing. You already went, look, you didn't learn the hard way. Look at your record. Look at what you done been through. Some of y'all can write a book, for real. Don't allow other people's toxicity to come in at this point when you finally grounded and finally got in a space where you can heal and you can wrap yourself in love, for all of a sudden people to come over, especially this time of year, because they're projecting. Maybe they was married for the last 10 years, so they was happy and it was all hunky-dory. Now they got a divorce. Now everybody needs to be miserable. No. This your year to be happy. Maybe you just got married. Your friend got divorced. Oh, I empathize. You welcome over. Empowerment on 3. You still have family. We still love you. Like, no, don't do that. High priest here, you already know that now that you're in this stage here, that there's going to be some issues. Spirit is advising you to turn your back on these things, to stay in movement. You're in transit. That was a T word. Click on the intro messages. It'll be timestamped. There was T, C, and P were the letters. This is transformation. You got Capricorn out here. Capricorn, all the earth signs are rebelling right now. So they all would smoke. Now, when it comes to Taurus, they protecting themselves. So I see why they fighting. When it comes to Virgo, look like they starting to fight. And when it comes to Capricorn, it's just like, please don't nobody hit me, because then I'm going to fight. But that's pretty much this. Aries energy, or for those of you who have Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn in your big 3, don't let this Aries be activated. This your first house here. You need to be the peacemaker openly. Don't attack. If you got to defend yourself, that's one thing. But it looks like wherever you have Aries in your chart, you need to just be like, I don't care. Imagine that you won the lottery, but the check ain't came in the mail, and you got one more bill you got to pay. So you say, I'm just going to go to work so I can knock this out. Then when I get my money, I'm good. Because I don't want to be sitting in the dark until I get my lottery check. Imagine you go to work that one day, and they just talking to you crazy, talking about they're going to fire you. Spirit is saying, let it go. Matter of fact, get him a hug. Like, you know, I always wondered what was going on with you. Because when your checks show up, you can dip. And they're going to be like, damn, I should have been nicer to that Aries energy. Whatever. If you have this around your money, you about to be swimming in it. Please be calm. If you have this in your career, you finally finna get that promotion here. Like, you're elevating. Don't let the stuff going on in the rest of this chart activate you. I feel like this Aries energy with the healer being out here, I feel like this is the advice to everyone. This is like collective advice. I may put Aries collective advice. Like, whatever going on in this chart, we're all of these things. So that means that some of us may be feeling it a little less and some a little more. For those that are on the little more side of the toxicity, walk. Spirit is saying, leave it alone. You got bigger, brighter days out here. Spirit, anything else you want to say about this Aries energy? Now look, 3 of Wands with the 10 of Wands. That's 13 wands. That's the 4 of wands. Go home. Go worry about some money. Walk away. Turn your back on it. You done already dug deep inside yourself. Anybody know anything about mining? Check out the Congo. Just saying. Diamonds are found deep in the earth, but it's dangerous. And it can be life-threatening to get access to the jewels, the diamonds, the experiences that you have went through. So it's time for you to go. You earned your keep. Nobody got time for that. So if you got to defend yourself, I get it. It looks like the earth signs are ready. But at the same time, make sure you're coming from a good place here. Because with this high priestess out here, that duality here, you got all this experience. But don't forget that there's also low vibration energies that are always lurking, trying to test you out on that, trying to see if you really change, if you really about that life. So it's staying here, just fly like a kite, elevate. Only obligation is to tell it straight. I'm not telling y'all to be no pushover. I am not one to talk. I don't let nothing. Look, I'm a Capricorn sun and a Capricorn North Node. I'm a Scorpio moon. And I share Aquarius and Pisces for my rising. So when I say, look, I got a Scorpio Mars. I be with all type of look, but I have to use these energies and be like, maybe they're trying to trigger me so I can do that thing that I do where I go to jail. I'm not doing that today. But you have to sit down and think about it. There are people out here trying to trigger you, test you. There are people out here trying to get things out of you. It's a no for you. Let's see what your collective. Anything else you want to leave for the collective, y'all? I love you. Thank you for tuning in. I ain't thinking about it. I've been praying about it. And I'm probably going to move the coffee meets to about 10 o'clock in the morning, or like now, 9:30. It seems like more people are woke. And I also noticed based on my analytics and my personals that most of my viewers are from the West Coast. No shade to nobody else, but I feel like that'll give everybody enough time to get up. And they do participate the most. Most of my peoples be from California, DC, and sometimes I get Texas. So the personals come from everywhere, but most of the people that are watching are coming from the west side. So I feel like if it's 10 o'clock here, it'll be like 7, 8 there. And that give everybody time to wake up. Because I don't think it's a bad concept. I think it's just too damn early. for y'all. I get up at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. But anything else, Spirit? Look, there's some drama here to disrupt your peace. So that Aries reading was all that needed to be said. Because guess what? The energy is up in the air right now. When it comes to working and getting what you want, there is some manifestations is what I'm hearing that are coming down. This is the wheat versus the chaff. Now what? I already talked about this over the summer. Y'all can look at Saturn's playbook. That's a playlist. It's called Saturn's Playbook. It pretty much told you collectively from Cancer season on out how this energy was going to act. And it looks like it's showing us the residual from it. So y'all get bored. Y'all need some time or you need some more understanding before you want to actually pay for a reading and pay for a product. And you want to do your own research. Get your natal chart. Watched a couple readings back to about Cancer season. And if you just want to get straight to the point, click on Saturn's Playbook. It's like one of the only playlists I have that you can actually watch. As a matter of fact, I need to see if it's active. So you can actually see, because it'll tell you the whole span of what this is right here. Now that people are losing things and other people are being blessed, now it's time for people to get jealous and angry. Completely crazy, but again, when did toxicity make sense? Okay, this is what I have for you. I love y'all. I look forward to seeing more of you in my personals. Thank you so much. I get really sorry if y'all personally not going how y'all want, but you know, at least I tell y'all the truth, okay? I love you. Mwah. Until we meet again, keep growing.